Hi everyone, welcome back to Deeply Immersed Geek. My name is Chloe and this is our favorite video, my finished pages for October. Alright, let's get into it. First we'll do the stats. I had 38 body colors. I finished 53 pages and I colored in 36 books. Some of those are printouts. On Instagram, I gained 210 followers. On TikTok, I gained 70. And on YouTube, I gained 34. Thank you so much for following and subscribing to my channel. It means a lot to me and it helps out my growth. First book, these aren't in order. Fantasy Ocean Realms by Le Petit Monde. And I did a few in here. I think 2. I did this one. I used alcohol markers and then white charcoal for the mirror and the white jelly roll. And then this one, I used alcohol markers, acrylic, and yeah, just acrylic markers. That was Fantasy Ocean Realms by Le Petit Monde. The next book is Love Means by Victoria Bloom. And I did this page, alcohol markers, and probably white Sharpie for the clouds. I really like how my butterfly came out. This was a fun page. Everyone who has this book is doing such amazing pages in it. I can't wait to color another one. That's Love Means by Victoria Bloom. Then we got one in Spooky Babes by Steffi Colors. I did the first page. The Skeleton Girl. Alcohol markers and acrylic is what I used. That's Spooky Babes by Steffi Colors. Then I think I only got one done in here. This is Creepy Kawaii Halloween. I wish I colored more in this. I really do like Ella Jarzabek's art style. This one was a buddy. If I ever learn how to insert, I might insert their photos. It was a buddy on TikTok. We did this page, the frog in the cauldron. I used alcohol markers and pencils. I think my Uku pencils or my Woomer, but one or the other. Yeah, only one page done in this one. It's Creepy Kawaii Halloween by Ella Jarzabek. Then we have a few in here. This book is Spooky Mischief by Mina Aru. I did this one. using alcohol markers and acrylic. I think this looks really cute. This was the first page I did in this book. I like how thick the line work is. It's great for alcohol markers. And then, oh, I did a few. This one, again, alcohol markers and white charcoal pencil and acrylic. And this page, and I used the same alcohol markers, white charcoal pencil, and acrylic. And I think I only did one in this one. Move you out a bit. It is Halloween Cuties by Joshua Dunbar. And I did the Pumpkin King. I used alcohol markers and purple acrylic for his cape. I don't know if you can see that. I like his art style too. That is Halloween Cuties by Joshua Dunbar. And we have Spooky Chibi by Alexandra Francis. I think I only did one in here. And I forgot my bleed sheet for the leaf. Yeah, I only did the front page. Which this page is in the book as well. I like the orange and blue color together. But I wanted to do something out of this book since I got it. But that's Spooky Chibis by Alexandra Francis. Then I did one in here, Spooky Corners. It was for a buddy. I think it's only one. It was this one. I used alcohol markers and acrylic. And that's it. That's Spooky Corners by Sachdeva. Then we have Spooky Cats by Miraku Arts. And I did this page. I used alcohol markers and my Uruku pencils. You can tell on the pencils the page is kind of shiny. And then I used the pencils to do a little bit of shading. This book is really cute. It has nice lines for alcohol markers. It's Spooky Cats by Miraku Arts. Then I think I did two in Nest and Shadow by Nest and Ponder. No, this one I did earlier last month. This is the one I did. I used alcohol markers and pencils. I like the way the pumpkin came out. I think that's... No, I did this one too. I use alcohol markers and acrylic. That's Nest and Shadow by Nest and Ponder. Then we got Ghosty Cuties by Victoria Bloom. I did this one. alcohol markers and this one. I was trying to come up or figure out a different medium for large spaces like this background. So I used a gel crayon, but I put water on it, and I'm obviously not really well versed in how to use them, so it looks like that. And that's the 2 pages out of Ghosty Cuties by Victoria Blue. Then we have this buddy color for Molly Gum. I like the patterns that I did for the ghosts. And I like the colors of the houses for, you know, looks like Halloween. Then we have one in Cat Moms by Vivi Tinta. It was a mood board and like color palette. So this is the page I picked. Not sure I like the eyes, but it kind of reminds me of the cat in Demon Hunters. And then I forgot my bead sheet for the eyes. And that's the only one in that one. And I have one in Coupe de Cuties. This was for a mood board too. And I did this one. Alcohol markers and acrylic. It's like my favorite mediums. I do like this color palette that they had chosen for the Holly Dolly buddy group. And then I have another buddy color by Sweet Art Ross. And this is my page. I used alcohol markers and acrylic to add the moon, the stars, and the wallpaper. And we have this buddy color. This is Magic Pony. Magic Pony printables, I think. And I used alcohol markers and acrylic. This was a free printout from Cozy Fungi. It's really cute. Alcohol markers and acrylic again. Another Sweet Art Ross buddy color. My marker was running out. I like the pink. Just trying to make this like the bright and the back not as bright, so this would pop out. I'm not sure if it does, but it's pretty. Then I have this one. This was part of a Halloween contest for Pine and Bean. And I used alcohol markers and acrylics. I just wrote boo for the and fine liner. I like the little ghosts on the tablecloth. And this goat is my favorite character in the book. Then I have these two. They gave us both printouts because it was a tie on what book to do next. So, but then we were supposed to use the same color palette for both if we wanted to. And so that's what I did. As you can see, my markers are really running out. Just alcohol markers with acrylic. And then this is the other one. Yeah, side by side. I think I did a good job at using the same color palette. I just realized I used the same color for the walls, but that kind of makes sense. This is from the Buddy Group, hosted by Le Petit Monde. And we have this from a Buddy Group, and this is from, I think, Cute Amy. Yeah, Cute Amy. I really like the colored leaves. I did mostly flat coloring. Well, it's kind of like what I usually do, but I think I forgot about this one, so it's like really like bare and flat. And in the Sash and Sash Diva Buddy Group, we did this page from Fantasy Homes. I used alcohol marker and pencils to do like the shading and add the shadows. I don't know if you can see that. It's cute. Then Emily Leidenhall-Oberg had this on her Instagram to print out for a bit, and so I colored it with pencils. I'm still learning how to use pencils, so it's not going to be as great as everybody else's. This is another Buddy Group I'm in by Kooky Coloring, and it's from Cozy Rosie. I wanted to do like a different, I know people put like freckles here, but I wanted to make the whole body with freckles because she was Irish with red hair. I like the way I shaded the flowers, and the color palette is really nice to me. I might do the freckles a different way because I don't know if they translate to like freckles. Then we have another Sweet Art Ross. This one was from the Halloween book, I think. And I used alcohol markers, white charcoal pencil, and acrylic. Then we have Cozy Cats by Sora Song. I wanted to like pick out some Halloween pictures in like random books that I have, and I found this page and I was like, this is great because he's like a vampire. It's very simple, but I thought like the color palette looked nice. And this was Mimi Mote's Buddy Group. I found out in the group that this is supposed to be an ice cream. I thought it was like a flower bouquet because they're outside and on a seesaw, and I don't know. I don't think I would eat ice cream on a seesaw. Yeah. I tried the foil balloon technique. I'm not sure it really translates, but I think it's pretty. I like the cat design or pattern that I used. And then my boyfriend got me this book, Spooky Lakes by Geo Rutherford, and she does Spooky Lake Month in all of 31 days in October. And I did this page, Lake Superior. Obviously colored pencils because that's double-sided. I really like the way my waves came out, and I like that I made the boat like, I'm hoping it pops out of the page. Yes, hello. I'm gonna miss it since the end of October. I miss her TikToks. Another Sash Diva Body Color, Cozy Girl Life. This one's from. Very simple. I had a lot of body colors this month. Sweet Art Ross, another body color. I used alcohol markers and I used metallic acrylic for around the sky. I like how I did the bows. I like her hair. I think I used, yeah, I used the metallic in her hair too. My markers are, again, running out. I've had them since February 320 from Ohuhu. So, and I color every day, so yeah, they're running out. This is another Molly Gum body color. I did flat coloring. I like the way I shaded the apples and the color I picked for the apples because it's really dark. And then this one is another Magic Pony. It was for a body color. And then we got one in Grandpa Bear by Pine and Bean. It was for a contest. Their coloring crown contest. I like the way I did the chalkboard. It actually looks like chalk to me. And the smoke looks cool. It's Grandpa Bear by Pine and Bean. A page from Spooky Charms by Sash and Sash Diva for the buddy group. I think the ghosts look really cute. This is from one of his Mosaic, I think, books. And then I did one in Cutesy Cats by TGF Press. What was this one? This is for a buddy group too. It's like color any page that has cats on it, and you use the color palette that they provide. Another Sweet Art Rose. This one is from the Halloween book. I like the way it did the spider webs, but and then I have one done in Cozy Vibes by Coco Wyo. I did the first page. It says, "You make this place brighter." It's done with alcohol markers. And then I did one in Morning Scribbles by Chris Rainiak or Rhinak. I think these are really easy and fun and quick to do. He did this one. Just flat coloring. He provides some shading because it is like grayscale a bit. But I thought this was cute. In Prison Life, there was a trick-or-treating page, so I did that. This is Prison Life by Sun3. I used alcohol markers and I kind of tried to shade with the colored pencil. I always have to look up what candy corn looks like, what colors they are, because I never remember, because I don't eat them. That's Prison Life by Sun3. Then I did one for Nina Luma's contest. I really like my alcohol shading on the mountains. I think that's pretty nice. The sun is not even, yeah, like evens, but you know. I like the different colors of the stone. And this penguin was a happy mistake because I was trying to make, I think it's emperor penguins with the yellow or orange underneath their neck. And I put that there and my boyfriend was like, why is he dripping food out of his mouth? So then I like used a colorless blender to get this color to go away. And well, no, first I colored it gray and I was like, this does not look like a penguin anymore. So then I used a colorless blender to make this a little bit brighter. So, I mean, he looks like a penguin now to me. And then I made this one the baby penguin. And then we have one in Cozy Homes by Vivi Tinta. This was a buddy group color as well. I got to pick the page. And so we picked this tea kettle one, or this tea set one. I like the fuzzy slippers. This page is really cute. I like the colors I used. That's Cozy Homes by Vivi Tinta. Clearly, I'm in a lot of Sweet Art Ross buddy color groups. This is one of the ones from, I think, the Heart book. I use alcohol markers and glitter gel pens for some of the, like for the dragon, the bats, and the sign. And if you read books and read romance, I took this from one of the books I had read. I thought that it looked like the book cover, his little face, so I made it into that. And Tiny Daisy, I did this one. This is a printout from Halloween, or Meowloween. I like the little eyes. Like, it looks like this is like a slime monster being born. And I like that this skeleton has a sweat drop, like the cat is too heavy for it. And then this was from Assassin / Diva buddy group again, but this is from Spooky Corners book. This is before I got the book, so I used the printout that they provided to color. I like that. I made my ghost have creepy red eyes. And then we have this Sweet Art Ross. This is Cozy Rosie. Is it Cozy Rosie? Maybe. But I used a pink palette with acrylic and made the rainbow not pink, so it stands out. And then we have another one from Meowoween by Tiny Daisy. I added the ghost and the bat and the picture frames because they were blank, and that's the extent of my artistic ability for now. I did shade the vines though, and the pumpkin a bit. This was Magic Pony Principles Buddy Color. We did this. I like the colors I picked. I think the pumpkin face looks scary because it's purple. And we have another one from the Session Sesh Diva Buddy Group. This one is from Cozy Ocean Life. I used my favorite teal colors, and teal and purple look really good together, so that's why I used the purple. And then we have this one by Cute Amy. I used this glitter glue for her. I don't know if it shows up. There you go, a little bit. She's very shiny. She's the star of the show. And I like these little guys too. They're cute. Then I had a buddy color in Chibi Cuties by Rose Vale. I think we did... No, we didn't do a mermaid. I think we did a witch. Yeah, we did this witch. I'm trying to mess around with like colors that go together. Like, I think it's analogous colors. No, complementary colors, like opposite. And then I have two from the Buddy Group. This is a full book Buddy Group, or the whole book. Raccoon Days by the Cool Kitsch Club. And this month, it's just so happened we got to do two. So I did this one. And this one. I like these foil bones more. I used acrylic on him to make his fur. This book is really cute. I like the line weight too. That is Raccoon Days by the Cool Kitsch Club, or Miss Kitsch. Then I have one in the Boo Crew by Party Animals. Actually, I might have two in here. I did this one. That's Snow White and Elsa. Actually, I have more of them. Yeah, I have three in here. We did this one. I used metallic for the disco ball and her stockings. And I drew in the little ghosties on the wallpaper. And then this was the last one we did. It's trick-or-treating. This is perfect for today because it's Halloween. I added the little spider. and the stars, like the little stars, dots. That is The Boo Crew by Party Animals. I have a buddy group and that Cozy Woodland Nooks. I think we're, by Little Nook, I think we're doing the full book. So, I mean, the buddy color hasn't stopped, so. But this one I'm almost done with, so I had actually done the page that the buddy color was. So the buddy color was this one. And I had already done this one, but that's what this looks like. I used the little soot sprites and the little gem guys from, I want to say, Spirited Away. But this is the one me and the host did because I had already done that one. I used alcohol markers and gel crayons, but I didn't use water on them. So it kind of looks like a little retro child drawing. But yeah, I'm very close to finishing this book. This is how many pages I have left. And before I realized, I don't know if I've said this before, but before I realized that this was the pages and the countdown, I colored this whole thing and I was like, that's a weird calculator. Don't ask, because I think that's really funny. I was like, I don't know, I guess it's not a phone, but like some number thing, I don't know. It was funny though. That's Cozy Woodland Nooks by Little Nook. We got one in, actually two, I think, Spooky Halloween. One is due today. I didn't do it because I wanted to get this video done, and it's Halloween and I had other things to do. I still had to buy like the trick-or-treating candy. I feel like candy is getting expensive every year, like more and more expensive. But this was the first one we did. And then we did this one. I'm still working on figuring out how to do the little divots in the moon. I mean, it looks like people are just like making browner spots in the moon. Maybe this is just too dark. I don't know. It does not look like a moon to me, but that's fine. I added more cracks, like the whatever like potion he was making or magic that this cat was doing was making the cracks in the wall more. Oh, and I did this one too. I like the line weight in this book. This is Spooky Halloween, and this is by Special Art. I really like their books. The animals are really cute. And they started listing the illustrators right here. Then we got Road Tripping by Party Animals. This is a buddy color. We did this one. Like he's not gonna fix anything with his manual upside down. It's funny. I like the sky color. I do like when skies like that color. Here's me again trying to play with colors. I'm not that great at like shading and stuff, so I'm just learning, I guess, more so color and color theory, or trying to see what like will catch your eye. That is Road Tripping by Party Animals. We got one in Circe's Potion by I want to say Junie Brie. Jine Brie? It's hard to see what these letters are, but also it's Jinebri. I would say Jine Brie, but it's probably wrong. We did the relax page. Where is it? I think this book is really pretty. So does a lot of other colorists. Well, we're all in a group, in the buddy color group, so like we all love this book. She had recently made a new post about coming out with another book, and in that post she had said that sales weren't that like high and that she wasn't sure people actually enjoyed her books, but we really enjoyed them. They're really pretty. She has this book. She has, I want to say, two other books. A girl, it's a girl, I think it's called, and an animal book. And then she's coming out with the new book. But this is the page we did. But you see how, like, it kind of brings out people's artistic ability, I think. Because the pages are really pretty. Like, you want to add stuff and make it, like, beautiful. And I think her face is just really cute. And that's Circe's Potion by Jean Brie. We got Cute Fantasy Adventures by Little Nook. I looked through these books to see them, like, and I forgot, like, where. Here it is. Page 4. I had no idea what I wanted to do with this page, so I did add pink. I kind of tried to use colors that I normally wouldn't use, because, like, my alcohol markers are drying out, and I thought, like, pink, like, little clouds and stuff would make it kind of magical, so that's what I did. I like that I made his eyes pink. That's Cute Fantasy Adventures by Little Nook. Then we have Blooming Flowers by Little Nook. We did this portal page, page 15. Everyone that was in the buddy color made this inside like a portal, and it was really pretty. I was stuck. I was like, I finished this is how it looked, and I stood for like 20 minutes staring at it and not coloring anything, and I was like, I want to color though. So I was like, okay, well, let's just call this page done, and that's what I did. It's still cute, but it's like not as detailed as everybody else's. That is Blooming Flowers by Little Nook. Then we have Wild Horizon. This is Whirly Art Studio. And we did The Shrubland. That's a coyote, and the coyote pups, and a roadrunner. And I actually tried to do a shadow in here and here. And I like my mountains. I like him too. And I like the fur. Then I have finished a whole book, which I might do a separate video on, since I'd like to, like, this is my first book that I finished, so I'd like to showcase it. But this is the whole book. It's the 31 miniatures to color till Halloween by Camilla Angelkova. And it's all done, just except for like that page and that page. But it's finished. And I have, where is it? That is all my books for, I think that's all of them this time. And I have one in Frozen Nightmares, but it's a whip. I realize I don't really know how to color ice or snow. So this is how it's turning out. I'm not really great with pencils yet, but I like the way I shaded the icicles. But I feel like they're really blue. I do like the way I did the skin on the people. My goal is to make the background like not as colorful and then make their clothes stand out so you're like looking at them. It's very gory, so you might not want to see the finished one, but yeah, this is my whip for the month, and I think this is my only whip. I like to finish the coloring that I do, but that's Frozen Nightmares in Fabiana Attanasio. I know that a lot of people do coloring plan videos. I don't really have plans when it comes to coloring. I usually just do whatever the buddy colors are, and then if I get a new book or a book that I want to color in comes around. But I have bought a lot more Halloween books that I didn't get to. Like, so for the next holiday, which is Christmas, that I see the color illustrator coming out with, I'm probably gonna like limit how many I actually get. They seem to all be similar. They're doing that like silly spooky, and so I don't need all of them. I only need some. I am getting the Party Animals Christmas book. It's in the mail. It's coming. And if Camelia Anjakova comes out with the Christmas book, I'll probably get that. There are other artists that I do want to get books from. My wish list is huge. But yeah, I kind of stressed myself out with these Halloween books that I didn't get to. And let me see if I can pull them out, because I thought that there was a lot of them that I didn't get to. And then like also Alexandra Franzis's new coloring book I just didn't color in, and she's one of my favorite artists. Oops, sorry. I super hit you. Yeah, I kind of upset. And then I like looked through my books and realized I had some that I could have just colored in for, you know, the season. So I have bought this because this just came out, and Alexandra Franzis books I usually buy. I didn't color anything in it. Obviously, you don't have to color while it's Halloween, but I still would have liked to. I got Spookyville by Vivi Tinta and Silly Spooky by Hikaru Kotz. I didn't color in those. I got this, Creepy Cute. I mean, like I said in my other video, Ollie's books don't really count as books to me since they're so cheap. I only put the alcohol markers down that I did in the beginning. That's it. So I didn't color in that one. Then I have these two in my stash. The Witching Almanac by Melly Peach. Didn't color in that one. I haven't colored in it yet. And the Millie Witch. I was like, oh yeah, I have this book. No colored pages. So I'm definitely going to probably look through my books before purchasing a ton of books for seasons, because I don't really need them. But there's always next year, or whenever I feel like coloring in Halloween. But yeah, I think like buying is a hobby for me. But thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.